Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Jingle Bell Rock as recorded by Bobby Helms on guitar. Now keep in mind this is definitely more of an advanced lesson. I'm going to be showing you a rhythm guitar part through the whole thing that uses more jazzier chord shapes. So this is similar to like what you might play on a jazz standard. So not really chords like D or G, but everything's going to be like a major 7 or a 6th chord. Before we dive in, I want to hook you up with something right away though that's going to make learning from my YouTube lessons so much easier. At the first link down below, you can get a free tab sample pack, and these are some exclusive handouts that go along with lessons here on my YouTube channel. So you can pick those up at johnmaclennan.com/tabs or use the first link down below. All right, well, with that said, let's dive into this lesson. Let's break down how to play Jingle Bell Rock as recorded by Bobby Helms on guitar. Now we're gonna start off with this classic guitar intro. It's a little rockabilly lick. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to start all the way up here on part of a D chord, actually. We're going to play the 15th fret of the 2nd string, and then the 14th fret on the 1st string. We're just going to go back and forth strumming those 1 and 2. And it's just a little 2-note figure, which I think of as part of your D chord, right? Just all the way up the octave. Then take your index finger and grab the 14th fret. We're gonna do a little double stop here, just barring the 2nd and the 1st strings both on the 14th fret. So we're gonna go. Then go back to the first shape. Then I use my pinky to grab that 17th fret. So that becomes 17 and then 15 on the 2nd string. So 1 and then I'm still thinking about that D chord, so I grab the lower part of that D shape. That's 14 now on the 3rd string and then 15 on the 2nd string. Then that goes up a whole step. I'm gonna play 16 and 17. So 16 on the 3rd string and 17 on the 2nd string. So far. Then you do a little bend there, and what you're doing is you're bending that 16th fret up a half step. Then it comes back down, then go to these 2 notes, again, part of the D chord, and then this is like a D over F sharp triad, but you move that 1 note up a half step, that 3rd finger there, and then fall back. So that becomes 17 and 14. Basically those 2 notes resolve here to the notes F sharp and A, or 16 and 14. So all together. And they're all 8th notes in the 2nd measure, but the 1st measure has this 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's 8th, 8th quarter, 8th, 8th quarter. Then all 8ths, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Whole note, 3, 4. Then I like to play this walking bass line that takes us into the A section. Now these are going to be some jazzier chords here. An easy version would be just play a D chord, but what I'm playing is D6 to D major 7. So I'm playing this chord shape. It's 5 starting on the 5th string, 5, 4, 4, 3. And then I'm going to a D major 7 like this, 5, 4, 2, 2. So I'm just alternating 2 strums each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then D6, E flat diminished, E minor 7. So that E flat diminished is starting on the 5th string, 6, 7, 5, 7. Then I go to this sort of Freddie Green chord here, 7, 5, 7, starting on the 5th string, but a lot of times I'll add that extra note in there, that E root note. It's an E minor 7. Then A7. So this is just what we call a 2-5 chord progression. E minor, A7, E minor, A7, 3 times. Then I just stay on E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, then walk the bass again. So that's just 5, 3, 2, 0 on the low E string. Okay, so all together, it sounds like this. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Bass. Now I'm basically just strumming quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. But sometimes I put a little and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Little swinging 8th note in there. Now we go back, we repeat all of that again. Then here, instead of just staying on E minor 7, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then we're into the bridge. So that was just a quick E minor, A7, D6. You could just stay on D6, or I like to walk up to the G, which is the next chord, 0, 1, 2, G. Now here, okay, so what I played here was a G6. That's 3rd fret of the low E, then 5, 4, then 5 on the 2nd string. And what I do is just stay there for a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, then go up to A flat diminished or G sharp diminished. That's G sharp there with the thumb, and then the 6th fret of the 4th string, 4th fret of the 3rd string, and 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Then you can go to D6 or D. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That was just a climb up there. C sharp, D, D sharp to an E chord. Then A7. 2, 3, 4. Back to the first part. Okay, so it starts the same way, but this is what we call our last A section. So we go D6, D major 7, that same move. Then D6 and walk down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to a B7. Then we have, this is the mix. Okay, so this is G6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then G minor 6. Then that's the Jingle Bell Rock. This is a 2-5. This time though, instead of E minor 7, you play E7, which is 7, 6, 7, 5, starting on the 5th string. Now when we end, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle. You do that, you tag that. Then a lot of times I'll play like a little lick. So here's the whole thing from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congrats on making it through this Jingle Bell Rock guitar lesson. Be sure to take your time with these chord voicings. As I said at the beginning, this is definitely more of an advanced lesson, and if you're not used to playing chords like major 6, minor 7s, and more of those closed position, jazzier chord shapes, just know that it takes a little bit to get those chords under your fingers and have your fingers develop the muscle memory to be able to just go to the chord right away. So give it time, but keep working on it. You got this. And to help you along your way, be sure to pick up my free tab sample pack at johnmclennan.com/tabs. And this is going to make learning from my YouTube lessons so much easier. You'll be able to follow along with some handouts that you can get as downloads, and they go along with lessons here on YouTube. So check that out as my gift to you. Also, let me know down below your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for your support with the lessons, and we'll see you in another one real soon.